Hello folks, the good people at On.to have given me the chance to check out an EV subscription. Now, an EV subscription can be a great way to dip your toe in the water if you're unsure about making the transition to EV. And it's also an ultimately flexible alternative for people that perhaps don't want the tie-in of traditional types of car finance. The other great thing that an On.to car subscription gives you is one monthly bill. That includes your charging, your insurance, your maintenance, everything is just one fixed price every month, and there's just a 1 month commitment. So as you can see, I've gone for the Fiat 500e as my subscription car, and to me it just epitomises really what On.to is all about. If you're living in the middle of a city, you might not have home charging, you might not be able to get a home charger installed. A little car like this, you can nip around town, you can park it anywhere, and you've got use of various different fast charging facilities, all included in the price. Charging the car is really simple, and you have access to thousands of public chargers all over the UK. Now, even though from the outside this car looks like you could pick it up and put it in your pocket, it's actually really quite spacious, surprisingly spacious in fact. There's no transmission tunnel, so you could easily get a little bag down there. Nice amount of space for the driver and passenger. 2 seats in the back which are perfectly fine for kids or smaller adults, and there's a reasonable boot. Quite a stylish cabin. You've got a nice cubby there for your mobile phone and the USB socket. Very bright infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay actually as standard, and a really nice driver information display here. It's really quite a lovely thing. So signing up to On.to, I have to say, was an absolute breeze. It's just a case of registering on the app, which took about 30 seconds. You take a picture of the front and back of your driving license, add your address details, and that's it really. You can search for the cars that are available in your area and arrange a convenient delivery date. This one took me just a few days, and if you decide at any stage that you want to try a different car, don't forget that you've only got that 30-day commitment, so you can easily swap to something else. As for the Fiat 500 itself, it's just so much fun. I cannot tell you how much joy this thing brings me to drive around in. Ever since it was delivered, I've just been finding reasons to drive it. I mean, the turning circle, full lock, it just gets you around anything. It's crazy. And obviously it's got absolutely bags of acceleration. It's so nimble, and you can park it just about anywhere. For me, it's possibly the perfect sort of EV city car. Now, if you're new to EVs, you might not be familiar with the term regenerative braking, but basically that means that when you lift off the accelerator pedal, the car brings itself to a halt fairly rapidly, and it uses that energy to put back into the battery. It's very clever, and it allows you to do what's called one pedal driving. So basically you just use the accelerator about 95% of the time. When you're coming up to a junction, you very quickly learn how to judge when to take your foot off the pedal for the car to just naturally bring you to a stop. So subscription on one of these costs £489 a month, but that includes insurance, maintenance, breakdown cover, up to 750 miles a month, and of course use of thousands of UK public fast chargers. Now, public fast charging is becoming more and more expensive, and if you were to say that you might spend £100 a month on your charging, possibly 30 or 40 a month on your insurance, possibly 20 to 30 a month on your maintenance, that brings the cost of the car really down quite a lot, especially when you consider this is a £31,000 car. So folks, have you wondered about how it may be to actually live with an EV? It may seem like a good idea on paper, but does it fit your lifestyle and your use case? With no deposit up front and just a month-to-month commitment, maybe On.to is good for you. Enjoy access to some of the best fast chargers in the UK, have just one monthly payment that encompasses everything, including your insurance, your maintenance, servicing, everything else in one payment. And if you are thinking of trying On.to, I can heartily recommend trying out the little Fiat 500e as perhaps your first car, because it's just a fantastic city car and guaranteed to put a smile on your face. So if you'd like to find out more about On.to and perhaps look at what vehicles are available in your area at the moment, follow the link in the video description and pinned as the top comment. While you're doing that, I'll be finding any excuse I can to nip around in this little Fiat 500e, most likely with a big smile on my face. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.